Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on the channel. So there's a reason I haven't talked about this one until now. It's not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now the wait's over, but before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. So, this printer has been, overall, a 5-star kind of device, and I'll tell you what that means in real terms, not just hype. It does everything you expect this kind of machine to do. It prints crisply, it feels sturdy, and it handles a lot of pages without drama. The catch, and it's a big one for me, is the documentation and the installation software. After 30 years playing with Hewlett-Packard gear, I expected a smoother setup, and this one trips you up with confusing guidance more than once. This printer talks to a laptop, a tablet, or a phone over a wireless network, and it also works with a USB cable. In practice, I found this printer can print from a laptop either by USB or wirelessly, which is great once you figure out the quirks. The setup creates a few printer profiles, and the system doesn't always explain what each one does. You end up with one profile that handles wireless printing from the network, another that works via USB, and a third that seems tied to cloud services but ends up being useless for me. It all works in the end, but you spend more time fiddling than you should. On Android and Apple devices, the experience is much smoother. The Hewlett-Packard Smart application makes configuration straightforward, and the Windows 10 experience is decent as well. The printer also supports printing from mobile apps and even has an email forward printing option, which is a neat workaround when a device can't find the printer on the network. The security options are pretty robust, from turning web services off to configuring who can print and how. It's clear Hewlett-Packard put some real thought into safeguarding a home or small office setup. Speaking of minor gripes, there are 3 small issues worth mentioning. First, the Wi-Fi setup for this printer felt like a slog, 3 tries before I finally connected. Second, there's a tiny black line on the LED display at the top. The display is already on the small side, so that flaw is noticeable. And third, the toner cartridge contains an electronic chip that makes third-party replacements a non-starter, which is a bit annoying when you're trying to keep costs down. Despite those quirks, this printer is terrific. The print quality is sharp, especially for text, and it handles a good amount of duplex work without jamming. It broadcasts 5 GHz wireless speed, which in a home network with fast hardware translates into snappy print jobs. It feels solid with average plastic construction, and it sits nicely on a desk or shelf. It's not the cheapest option out there, but it remains a well-built, reliable choice for a home or small office. If you're weighing this printer against your needs, the wireless capability adds real convenience, especially if you want to avoid a cable setup entirely. The built-in security features are a welcome touch, even if you'll spend a little time getting everything configured just right. In short, this printer earns its praise, with a few setup annoyances you'll likely outgrow once it's up and running. If you found this review helpful, feel free to hit like or share your own setup tips in the comments. So that's the end of the video. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again very soon.